All right, good to be here on Jeremiah's fundraiser for his mom's cancer. It is inoperable. He will be keeping the money. What? I thought those were fake glasses with fake eyebrows attached. That's crazy. You have wild eyebrows, bro. That's nuts. You can go fight for Israel or Palestine. You can do whatever you want. All right, guys. Suggestions. What do you got? What's in your mind these days? Street fight. Okay, I'll tell you what. That's a good one. You know what you never see as a street fighter? You see street fights. It's New York. It happens. People get upset. You know what you never see? Jiu Jitsu street fights. It would be sick if someone's like, "You want to go? Yeah, you want to go? Let's go." And then, bring it. They're coming to my guard if you fucking man. That's the key problem with jiu-jitsu is you don't start laying on each other. You know, if there was like a trampling and you're like get pushed down and then you're on somebody's like, "Oh, we should jiu-jitsu fight while we're down here." Good suggestion though. More.
Protect our parks.
No, you can't suggest stuff about me. That's not how it works. Sesame Street is a good one. I don't know if you know anything about Renaissance fairs. But Sesame Street was one of the original ones. And if you know anyone who goes to Renaissance fairs, you know there's a ton of fucking going on after hours. And I believe all those educators who worked at Sesame Street were also fucking. I can tell you're getting tense because you're imagining the kids are still there. They're not. They're not slaves. They don't keep them there overnight. They send them home, and then the fucking begins. They do use the puppets because they're not real. You know what I mean? And who better to fuck upon than the soft belly of fucking that one bird? The big one. Yeah. Do you guys still? Is Sesame Street still on?
Yeah.
Nice. You think these kids will have learned to read by now? They're really not doing their job. If they're like, "Hey, so we've been over this. I know what it's for." More suggestions. What do you got? No, wait, hold on. Did you say New York date? What? New York neighbors. Well, I heard what I wanted to hear. I guess that's the, you're like, no, I did not even say anything close to New York date rapists. What a specific, you probably all would have just suggested date rapists, but New York date rapists is so specific. That's only me, New York neighbors. It's an interesting area we live in. Who lives in Manhattan or Brooklyn? Okay. It's funny, you live in an apartment building. It's a small enclosed space with 30 people. And when you see one of them, you just go, "Hello." And then you don't talk to them or look at them. It's the least friendly town in the world. Yeah, you know what I'll do? If I see somebody going to my building and they're like 10 feet ahead of me, I'll just pretend to tie my shoe. So I don't have to wait at the elevator with them. And say hello. Am I the only one? Are you guys all very friendly to each other? Maybe I just admitted a lot that I shouldn't have. All right, that was a bad suggestion. What you got?
Camping.
No, what'd you say? Cadence? Camping.
PDA.
No, one at a time. What? PDA? Public displays of affection? You know who that's the hardest on? Pedophiles. You know? They've already got they're so marginalized already. Never accepted in our society. And then if you're like a handsy one, love is love, but you can't show it in the streets. You have to pretend like he's your son, come on, let's. But you both want a tongue kiss, but you can't do it. You can't do it. Because we're not evolved enough. They do it in Vatican City, but they don't do it here. They're more evolved than we are. So next time you see two people like making out too heavy at a bar, maybe you should just go over to them and be like, if you really had guts, you'd f*** a kid. Like, what? But at least they'll stop making out at a bar. You ever see it get taken too far? You ever see, people kissing and stuff, and then some lady will just like jerk off a guy under a table? I say lady loosely, but it's not a ladylike quality to give a public hand job. You rarely see guys finger blasting women in public under the table. I don't think it's sexism, just the angle is, you have to like, it's so much harder to go out and then in. Women, you don't know your privilege, You just like this, that's a normal fucking, it hurts to even imagine it. Oh, it hurts like up here. How easy is that? Wow, chicks have it easy. First Barbie, now this. Good suggestion. Who else? What do we got? In the back corner, what do you got? Cool. Harry Potter. This is not a I don't know, it's not a bit, but it's a long-standing problem I've had with Harry Potter. I've just seen the movies, but so like Harry Potter is like the Neo from the Matrix, right? He's like the one, and the wizarding world knows he's the guy. As a baby, he fucking won one of the biggest games. He beat like a head wizard as a fucking child. Everyone's like, "Oh, Mr. Potter, nice to meet you." They love this dude all through the school year. He's the fucking man, dude, and he's a fucking dork, by the way. All he does is ruin good times. We won the Quidditch game. He's like, oh, I don't know. Harry's feeling it again. Can't have one fucking celebration without Harry getting fucking upset. But whatever. He's the guy, so you gotta do it. He's the main man. We all love Harry. And then fucking June 13th comes and school's out, and they go, now go live under the steps. Go live where they beat you for 3 straight months. He's like, can't I just do summer school? Maybe that was more of a thinker than anything. Turkmenistan. Do you know what that is? Yeah, I don't either. Imagine being in a country that nobody gives a fuck about. You have some top-level countries and some mid-level countries. Imagine being a country nobody cares at all. Even Ireland is like, you Guinness factory. Nobody's like, oh, I'm sure Ireland's coming, but at least a couple things, Turkmenistan, you'd be like, when did you guys become a country? They'd be like, 1100. I'm like, I didn't know that at all. Because nobody gives a fuck about Turkmenistan. It might be huge. I don't even know how big it is. I saw Kazakhstan on a map. It's the size of America. I don't know how big Turkmenistan is. What does stan mean? Because all those countries have stan in it. You know what it means? No showers. I like how you answer serious, like, no, I don't. What's the real answer? You're like, oh, this guy, that's not the real answer at all. What's that? Landof. It means Landof? Oh, yeah. Well, I probably could have gotten that, too, if I was not doing real comedy. It was just like... Giving a real answer. I mean, I definitely could have gotten it, but thank you. All right. Can you please put that, if there's a video of this, it means land of the whole time I'm talking. How'd you learn that? You lived in Kazakhstan. Were they like angry at the Turkmenistanis? Were they like the Uzbek? They didn't like them?
They're the Mexicans of Kazakhstan.
Love this. The Uzbekistanis are the Mexicans of the stands. You heard it here first. The guy who has first-hand knowledge. He knows what stand stands for. The Uzbekis are the worst of the, I don't know, middles, or I don't know what the fuck. Who are the best ones? Kazakhstan, yeah, because they had Borat. Yeah, there's no movie star characters that come out of the rest of the stands. They're just like UFC guys who fight bears. All right, guys, let's bring Jeremiah back up here. Let's fucking.